Don't depend on anyone to be happy, just ancient philosophy guide. 1. The problem, why we struggle with happiness. Have you ever noticed how fragile our happiness feels? One compliment makes us shine, but one insult destroys our mood. A friend not texting back suddenly makes us question our worth. A partner's distance turns into anxiety. And social media, oh, that's a whole trap on its own. You post something, wait for likes, and if they don't come fast enough, you feel empty. The problem is simple. We've built our happiness on other people's actions. We depend on their approval, their words, their attention. But the truth is, no one is consistent. People change, moods shift, circumstances move. And when your happiness sits in someone else's hands, you're living a life on borrowed peace. This dependence creates a cycle of restlessness, jealousy, and disappointment. It's the reason many people never find true inner peace. 2. What did the ancients know that we've forgotten? Long before social media likes and validation, ancient thinkers asked the same question we ask today. What makes a human truly happy? The Stoics in Greece and Rome, the Buddhists in India, and the philosophers of the East all agreed on one core truth. Happiness is an inside job. Epicurus, the Stoic teacher, said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Epicurus, often misunderstood, reminded people that peace comes not from endless desire, but from learning to be content with little. Buddha taught that suffering comes from attachment, and the more we cling to others for our joy, the more pain we invite. So here's the real curiosity. If ancient wisdom has been shouting for centuries that self-happiness is the only happiness that lasts, why do we still keep looking outside? 3. The Stoic way to self-happiness. Stoicism teaches us that the root of unhappiness is confusing what we control with what we don't. Think about it. You can't control how someone treats you. You can't control if your boss praises or ignores you. You can't control if your partner wakes up in a bad mood. But you can control your response. That's where freedom lives. That's where Stoicism happiness is born. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't just philosophy, it's practical. Next time someone disrespects you, instead of letting it ruin your day, stop and ask, is this in my control? If not, don't hand over your peace. 4. The Epicurean reminder. Simplicity creates peace. Epicurus believed people make themselves miserable by chasing things they don't really need. Constant approval, more possessions, or endless pleasure. He taught that true happiness comes from reducing desire, not multiplying it. This doesn't mean rejecting love or friendship. It means not making them the foundation of your joy. For example, if your partner leaves, you may feel grief, but your core happiness shouldn't collapse. Because happiness was never theirs to give. It was always yours to build. This is the essence of finding happiness within, not in the rise and fall of relationships, but in the steady ground of self-reliance. 5. The trap of attachment. Buddhist wisdom aligns closely. Attachment creates suffering. The more we cling to others to make us happy, the more anxious we become about losing them. Instead of clinging, Eastern philosophy teaches acceptance. People may come and go. Circumstances will change. Happiness built on external things is fragile. Inner peace comes when you can say, I am enough, with or without anyone's approval. 6. Modern application. Why this matters today. We live in the most connected time in history, yet the loneliest. Why? Because connection doesn't equal fulfillment. Today, dependency looks like obsessively checking if they've read your message, posting online just to see who noticed, thinking happiness equals being loved, admired, or constantly reassured. Ancient philosophy calls this slavery. You've chained your joy to things you can't control. But the moment you reclaim it, you discover something radical. Self-happiness is unshakable. 7. How to find happiness within. So how do we apply this? Let's break it down. 1. Journal your triggers. Write down when you felt upset. Was it because of something someone said? Did you give them the power to define your mood? 2. Create a daily Stoic reflection. Every morning, remind yourself, what's in my control today? What isn't? Only focus on the first. 3. Practice gratitude. Instead of waiting for people to give you joy, list 3 things you already have that bring peace. 4. Learn solitude. Sit in silence. Take walks without headphones. Discover the power of your own company. 5. Reframe relationships. See people as additions to your happiness, not the source of it. Love freely, but don't make anyone your emotional oxygen. 6. Build inner rituals. Meditation, reading philosophy, prayer, or quiet reflection. A strong inner world makes you unshakable in the outer world. 8. The transformation. When you stop depending on others for happiness, something powerful happens. Criticism doesn't break you. Loneliness turns into solitude. Relationships shift from dependency to freedom. This is self-happiness. This is stoicism happiness. This is the timeless philosophy of happiness that still guides us today. 9. The inner rule. Here's the truth the ancients knew and we must remember. Happiness is not found in applause. It's not gifted by a partner. It's not locked inside someone else's approval. Happiness is a discipline, a practice, a choice you make daily. Don't depend on anyone to be happy. Because the moment you realize that you are the master of your own inner peace, you stop chasing, stop begging, and start living. And that's the freedom philosophy was always pointing us toward.